Recently, Loch Ness has been in the spotlight again after hundreds of people flocked to search for a monster in this Scottish lake. It is known that Loch Ness itself is a freshwater lake located in the Scottish highlands. This lake is about 37 kilometers long, about 1.5 kilometers wide, and a maximum depth of about 230 meters. However, what makes this lake famous throughout the world is not its size or beauty, but the mysterious creature that is said to live in it called the Loch Ness Monster, or commonly called Nessie. Nessie is a cryptid creature whose existence has not been recognized by science, but is believed by many people. Nessie is often described as a large creature, with a long neck, and has one or more protrusions above the surface of the water. Many people claim to have seen or photographed it, but until now there has been no convincing scientific evidence of the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. Even so, Nessie remains one of the phenomena that attracts the attention and curiosity of many people. Here are 9 surprising facts about the Loch Ness Monster. 1. The origin of the Loch Ness Monster. Quoting Scottish Field, the first report of the appearance of the Nessie monster occurred in 565 AD when St. Columba swam in Loch Ness Lake. Based on the book Life of St. Columba by St. Adomnan, Columba lived in the land of the Picts when he met a man on the banks of the river Ness. They explained that the man died while swimming in the river when he was attacked by a water beast and dragged him into the water. When Columba faced Nessie, he crossed himself and said, "Do not step any closer. Do not touch the man. Come back immediately." As if understanding St. Columba's words, Nessie immediately went back into the lake and ran away. 2. Appearance in the modern world. The existence of a long-necked monster with a hump on its back originating from Scotland's Loch Ness Lake, or commonly called the Nessie Monster, continues to be a mystery. The first modern-day sighting of the Nessie Monster was reported on April 14, 1933, by a couple who said they saw something strange while driving along the edge of Loch Ness Lake. John Mackay and his wife saw something resembling a whale while passing the freshwater lake. 3. Documentation of the Loch Ness Monster's footprints. In the same year as its first appearance in the modern era, a famous hunter named Marmaduke Wetherall found footprints on the edge of the lake. In fact, the footprints were made by someone using a hippopotamus foot puppet. 4. The first photo shocked the world. The most famous rumor to date is the photo of Nessie, which shows a mysterious creature with a long neck taken in 1934 by Robert Kenneth Wilson. After further investigation, it turned out that the photo was a hoax known as the Surgeon. However, the photographer of the photo denied any association with the image. 5. Mass search. The official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register, in 1987, a massive search operation costing £1 million called DeepScan was carried out. After 3 days of scouring the deep waters with sophisticated sonar equipment, the search for Nessie ended in vain. In one part of the loch, opposite Urquhart Castle, the sonar equipment of one of the boats detected 3 large objects at a depth of between 256 and 590 feet. One researcher said the sonar tracks were consistent with a creature larger than a shark but smaller than a whale. However, the boats failed to find any trace when sent to the same part of the loch on the second and third days of the operation. 6. BBC launches expedition. The BBC sponsored the search for Nessie in 2003, but the mysterious creature was not found. Using 600 sonar devices and satellite navigation technology to help the search, it turned out that the search team and the proof that the Loch Ness Monster lives in the lake were not proven, aka just a myth. 7. Nessie found, but. The alleged Loch Ness figure is again caught on camera and is more real. Residents around the lake in Scotland were shocked by the discovery of a 30-foot-long creature at the bottom of the lake in 2016, thought to be real evidence that the mysterious monster was alive. It turned out that the discovery was only a model of Nessie from the 1970 film, entitled The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. Starring Robert Stevens and Christopher Lee, the model of this creature was found at the bottom of the lake thanks to Kongsberg Maritime sonar technology. It is suspected that this doll sank after its floating hump came off. 8. It's appeared in Doctor Who. The Loch Ness Monster has also appeared in 2 Doctor Who series, Terror of the Zygons in 1975, and the episode Timelash in 1985. 9. Loch Ness is not a dinosaur. After Robert Kenneth Wilson's famous photograph was published, the resemblance of Nessie's head and neck to a sauropod dinosaur did not go unnoticed. The problem with this identification is that sauropods are land-based, air-breathing dinosaurs. When swimming, Nessie would have to poke her head out of the water every few seconds. The myth of Nessie as a sauropod dinosaur may be based on a 19th-century theory that Brachiosaurus spent most of its time in the water, helping to support its enormous weight. These are 9 interesting facts about the Loch Ness Monster.